Hello, y'all. Um, it's a great day. It's a good day. It's going to be a great week. The reason why I'm feeling so blessed is, well, just because. There's no particular reason. It's just because I've decided that I'm going to be blessed. Um, I'm trying to see if I should do that or do this. Yeah, I'm using my pillows on my sofa. Look, this pillow I got from Hobby Lobby. Yes, I use it. I use this stuff. Okay, so, but one of the blessings that's happening outside of the hall, okay, but outside of the hall is it's August in Alabama. It's at the end of August, and it's 88 degrees. Well, why is it 88 degrees? No, I'm not thinking all that global warming stuff. We've been having a lot of rain, and it's normal rain because my husband and I went to Jazz Festival yesterday, downtown Birmingham. Anyway, we just got this free bag. I was like, does it have anything about the Jazz Festival on it? But it's We Fight Bag, Black Voters Matter. But we got it free, and we got two T-shirts, which we used to get a Jazz Festival T-shirt, but they didn't have a new one because the lady said that have they didn't sell out a lot of the ones from last year, so they just didn't make ones for this year. But we normally get a new shirt each year, which she does like this. And you go in the shop, I forget the name of the business, but you go in the shop, it's right along there, and they have books that they give away. You can get 3 books if with a purchase of a T-shirt, and they do have other T-shirts like that are local. But I'm not a native Birminghamian, so I don't get all those local shirts because I don't know the neighborhoods and that kind of stuff. Um, but I live here long enough now. I guess I could say my children are born here. So, yeah, that's some Hobby Lobby. Some Ollie's haul. That stuff, right? I'm trying to get me in the camera right there. But I've already shown it to you, my papers and stuff. I got them boxed up in the box that I took from the store to just keep them organized until I get them downstairs. But I haven't gone downstairs. Why? Because I had to go and do some more hauls. I had to go do more hauls. But I was saying that it's been raining, and it was raining yesterday, which has rained several years now that we've gone. And so it's a normal thing. They did change the date because I think it used to be in September that they had the Jazz Festival. So, let me show you what I got because that's what we want to go into. That's what I like to see. So, this is one of our machines that we can have, a carrying case. It's from 405. It was originally $37.99 and now it's $18.99. So, if this fits your decor, you just need one. Hey, here it is. So, it has this clasp up here, this Velcro clasp, which I wasn't going to go into doing all of this, but someone who may be getting a new one may want to see this, and someone who has an old one who may want a new one may want to see this. Because I just want to see, because I have one, and all this side comes down. Well, I don't like it that side comes down. So you know what? Even though it's purple, and I think it holds just hold on, scan and cut. I got several. I believe in getting holders. But the clasp comes down the side, so I will replace it with this one. But I was trying to do this to show you that it does have this flat base to make it feel secure. But at the same time, if you need or want to fold it down, it somewhat folds down. It gets a little flat, like if you want to store it. But you see that's not breaking down, but you probably can. Look, it did a little bit. And then, they all have some storage space right there. This one just has one big pocket. Well, I would probably prefer the divisions. So, yeah, I'm going to leave this open. And even if you don't use that for one of your cutters, I have Scan and Cut, but Cricut or whatever you have, or what is it, Silhouette? Something like that. So, anyway, what I'm saying is, you got choices. That's what I'm saying, of things you can use it for. Because I'm going to use it probably to store some of these things not this, okay, because I'm going to put this in a proper place so I can find it when I need to. Okay, so this. I'm not usually into this military stuff, even though I am a vet and my husband is a vet. This was $15.99, and it's now $7.99. But I've waited for this utility bag, and I asked my daughter if she wanted one because the backpack she's had it for years in high school, and now she's going on to college, which I do have a Bama bag. That's a backpack. But you know how when you're on college campus, you kind of don't want to wear all the insignia of the college campus and look like the nerd. But I tell her, I said, everybody at college is a nerd. And if they're at Bama, yes, they are nerds. They're not just going to let in and everybody in there. Okay, so this bag, let's see what all does it have that I wanted from this $7.99 bag. But I do like that the construction of it is very military-like. It really just has this sack, right? So I'm letting you look in here. And inside it does have, okay, maybe I just need to do this. Yeah, I think we're just going to work with that. All right, so, because I'm short anyway. So it has this light color on the inside here. It does have this handle that we can attach, and you can drape across you to have like a crossbody bag. It has two pouches here that that you can just slide things into, like sunglasses or a phone. And then it does have a zip pocket in here for people like me. I like to put my phone in the zip because it's important, my keys and my money. Now this is I would use as the front side. And it has this pocket here that you can slip things in. And then it has a back pouch pocket, which, because that's there you like to get to your phone. I would probably put there, but I noticed that like young girls, like my daughters, they like to put their phones in their back pockets. Well, yesterday, because I kept saying, why don't you put it in your purse? Why don't you put it in your purse? So we went to our room. We were leaving to come home, which is probably about an hour and 43 minutes away. It just so happened I was telling her to look something up on her phone. One of the locations we were going to go stop. We were going to stop at Ollie's and Cracker Barrel to look at stuff. And, so I could do my Ollie shopping there. So I wouldn't have to do it with my husband. But now we didn't get a chance to do it because of other things we were doing. So we're going today to drop her back off because she's not driving. And I got to try to do my Ollie shopping with my husband. I got to convince him of a reason why I need to go to Ollie's to buy something else. And if you all see, if y'all see all these smacks, it's gonna be like, what else do you need? A few more things. So anyway, where did that come from? So anyway, how am I gonna convince him? Y'all pray for me so I can go to Ollie's in Tuscaloosa and just see if they what I'm looking for. Really. Is they have that bookbinding kit where they have the rulers that they can measure. You can measure. I saw them on one of you ladies' videos, and I want that. I want that. Okay, so this is Measure and Mix. I have two because I have two daughters, so I am trying to prep recipes for them. I have one that's 18 and one that's 15, and yes, I was older getting married, and I was older having children because I wanted to have children in marriage. And I'm not judging other people, but that was my desire, and so that's what I did. And then I had 5 miscarriages before I finally got my Tribeca, which is my oldest, and Kelsey, my youngest. And so it took a while, but I'm trying to get them recipes together because even for me, I noticed, like, with my mom and my sister. My mom, she was a young mother, and she had 5 of us. But nobody was seem to take an interest in cooking. We love her food, but we weren't taking an interest. So I started saying, I need to know how to cook, how she cooks, so that if something happens to her, I would know how to get the food that I was used to. Because you can't bring a person back, but you can with the inheritance of learning how to live like they lived or cooking like they cooked. My mom is a good cook and healthy cook and all that stuff. So this was $8.99 and now it's $4.99. Okay, so it has a recipe organizer photography. That's what it says. It includes one sticker sheet with 20 pieces, one cooking fact sheet, 6 tab designers, 46 by 4 inch double-sided recipe cards, and 28 by 5 inch, 8.5 by 6 inch double-sided recipe pages. So you get 41 sheet protectors. So let's go ahead and see what's happening. Now I told you also I'm not going to be counting down in here. So it has this little pocket here. Can you see the pocket? Because this is over it. And this cover is over it. But I'm keeping this cover because, you need that cover to make sure you protect it so when you're cooking. All right, so what they're talking about as far as the cooking fact sheet, this is where you do recipe conversions, like you measure like 1/4 of a cup. If you want half, it's 1/8 of a cup. If you want to double, it's half a cup. If you triple, 3/4 a cup. So this is good. So say when you're cooking as a single person, for one, going into 2, and going into your family size measurement. So that's really good for that. And it's inside of a sheet protector. Okay, these are binded down, probably for shipping and storage. So I'm taking that off. It was clear. I really didn't even see it. Now I got my readers on. Okay, and so then I'm showing you this because I don't know if this is going to be a copyright violation. Let's see. It could be. It was a 2021 Hobby Lobby. But I'm just going to show you because you'd have to get it to get these stickers. Made with love. So these are where the stickers come in. Then people are always the best people. Well, people who love to eat are always the best people. Oh wow, that bruschetta looks great. Do they have a recipe for that? Alright, so then they have the path where it breaks down from appetizers to breads. There's no sense of love than the love of food. So they got cute little sayings. No one is born a great cook. One learns by doing, and that is the truth. And my mom taught me cooking is love made visible. That is so. How nice are these? Happiness is homemade. And then you're going into your ingredients, directions. These are this 8.5. What I said, 8.5 by 6 inch cards. And then back here is the 6 inch by 4. So you're seeing that this is 6 inches, and then they get in the 4, and then you got the 8 for those that require a lot more. So this is very good in that way. And not only did I get these recipe books, which I'm gonna put them inside my kitchen because I'm gonna start adding to my daughter's recipes. And now the thing about them is they try to like different things, I think, to try to make life a little bit more difficult for the mom when she's cooking. But I think it is like my oldest. When I was pregnant with her, I could not eat cheese, like cheddar cheese in particular. And I tell you, and grease, things like that I could not eat. And when she was born, she did not like cheese. Now she does like the mozzarella on the pizza, but she kind of is not. Now she's kind of getting into where she can eat cheese a little bit, but it's still not. She's not doing that macaroni and cheese thing. All right, so I know y'all really want to know that, but I'm just saying. So that's why I have to do different recipes. So because we go through that with her, I think my youngest wants to be able to have a highlight to say that she doesn't like certain things. Like she'll like when I cook spaghetti and she eats it off my plate and she takes a bite, she'll say that's good. But if you ask her, she doesn't like spaghetti. But I think she's probably sneaking and eating at school. So they have these, and I said these because I did do a video, said some more deals or something. Anyway, y'all need to watch those videos because I actually had my room on my camera. I was supposed to be going to a doctor's appointment. This is my doctor's appointment, y'all, because they were having so many Hobby Lobby deals. And I was just going in there to get a 90% off that shoe, that Diamond Dot shoe, and it wasn't even there. So anyway, and I went to 2 stores and it wasn't there. I knew a trusted store didn't have it, so I got to go to 280 store tomorrow. So anyway, they had these. They were $3.49 and now they're 87 cents. And I got them because I need to go through my doctor's records, trying to get some benefits and stuff with my VA stuff. And so I'm gonna need some little post notes. Not that I don't already have any, but this was cute. This was cute. I hate I missed that doctor's appointment. I started to cry, y'all, because I was like, man, I need to see that doctor. Not just for benefits, for my head. That's a benefit. Okay. And so then they have these. This is $1.24 now. It was $2.49. This was $2.49, and now it's $1.24. So you see, these are pretty much at 50% off. But they're clearancing out. They are reducing, so they're not going to be in there to get another reduction. So I went on and got it. Okay, what is this? It has a stamp for these these um these shapes I like. Those tickets. That's what they used to be like for price tags. Yeah, tag builder. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, we're gonna revisit this. Even though I said I don't like them, we're gonna revisit it. Okay, so they got this. I thought I had two of these, and if I didn't, I'm gonna have to go get another one. You know why? Because this is what I tell y'all all the time. I have to get two because my husband's name is William. So there are going to be two I's and two L's in his name. And then he has Craig. So there's going to be two A's and another I. And so you know what I'm saying. So it just makes it easier for me to have. I think I got another one because I got more stuff down in here. It makes it easier for me to go on and get his name done without having to worry about doing all those adjustments. Okay, so then look. Now this is miniature, but if you have a scanner cut, you can increase the size on this. And maybe on a Cricut you can too. But I'm just saying, look at this. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this closer. All right, so you have these stamps, these floral stamps. This was $2.49 and now it's $1.24. Then you have these. Okay, so you have the frame to set up your cards or your quilts. Like if you have quilt bags and you want to put the stuff, you have a frame you can stamp on there, and you can always use your threads to embroider around that area. Yeah, this is a Bow Bunny Summer Rose stamp. You can go to www.bowbunny.com to check out more stuff, and then they got a blog spot. I was getting excited about this, and what I was getting excited about, I realized that it wasn't working out like I thought. But I was just thinking, I mean, if they were bigger, like increase with the scanning cut, this is really, really a good set. And this, okay. So let's say, so when I get a lot of stamps and stuff, I don't really look at who made them, but okay, so Bow Bunny, the small conversational stamps. Now they're not saying that these come together because there are sometimes some of the things they'll say, oh well, you get this and you need this and you need that. So I try to watch out for that. But what I'm saying is like, okay, when you got this here stamp, you can put some of these inside these conversational stamps for messages. Magnifique, cheers, you're amazing. You can put those inside there. And then they got this. You can put that flower in there. You may be able to put a month and a something, in there just to help it stand out a little bit. But yeah, I'll tell you, the things that they have for us nowadays that we can do the things we want to do is amazing. Okay, so this is a Bow Bunny newsprint stamp, and it is $1.99. Well, it used to be $3.99. And now when I see these warnings, I just say them because they're here. But you all supposed to know that this is a choking hazard for a small baby that doesn't know better, and they like to put things in their mouths. So it has small parts. Not for children under 3 years old, because those children tend to like to put things inside their mouth because they want to taste the world. So I'm trying to take this off, but you see it's newsprint, and not only okay. It's a newsprint, but if you want that on your stuff, I was just thinking about sometimes they have, the fashion things and they have the newsprint on there. And if you can, like, practice with this, you can probably perfect them to get them on there without them running, like, say, with a tie-dye. All right, so I got this Timology. A lot of this Tim Holtz ideology. Timology. Tim Holtz, did you see this video? I'm naming this Timology. That's what your name is. So now you are science. You are the learning. Because most time we think of science, but the learning ology, like learning about biology, the bio, schoology, and all that. So this was um, a pocket fold. I would say try, as in Tribeca, because it has the three pockets there, and then it comes with the sash. I want to call it. It can be a ribbon, but a sash. Voila. So if you just want to get to it and you don't have time to make it, this might be your ticket. It's going all in this pink basket, like I told y'all, and they'll do this at that time. Now I did mention this. I got this, even though they're probably gonna have the full set go on sale, because they had this one. It was $3.49 and now it's 87 cents. It has a punch shape that is a floral design, and it's in its actual size. Now, if you want to sharpen, you'll punch through aluminum foil several times to maintain cutting edge. Punch through wax paper. So, if you didn't know, now you know, and you know that's my channel in case you didn't know. Yeah, so but you need to know that, because you know how you think your things go dull, and I used to wonder, like, what would you do to keep them sharp? And then when I found out, I said, oh, okay. So a friend gave me one of hers, and I was like, I wonder if she know she can punch that through aluminum foil and get it sharpened up. So this is wrapped up. What is it? Yeah, we can use these papers for journaling or remaking paper. Just saying, recycle, recycle, recycle. So this was $12.99. This cart, this pumpkin, this Cinderella carriage that I'm calling a cart. But now it's $3.24. Now first I was like, oh, something's missing, but no, remember it doesn't have the horses and stuff because they were mice. But it opens up, so I got it added over there to my other things, or see if one of my children want it. My oldest, not so much, because we're not trying to take everything for college to decorate. Okay, so let me tell you, this is still part of the Measure and Mix. Now, before I saw those albums, I saw these. So they were $1.99 and now they're 49 cents. And these are the 4x6 cards. So I got two for each daughter. And I may overflow because I have a lot of recipes. And some of the stuff is already on paper, and I could just put between the two and they could go back and forth. But like my oldest, she's actually baked cakes, pound cakes, and she enjoys eating them and doing that. And so she would probably want those type of recipes. For my youngest, she does not like those cakes. She likes the cakes full of icing like me. And so she would probably want the other type. So it wouldn't be a conflict. These were $6.99 and now they're 174 pennies. Okay. And I liked them because I thought the flowers were cute. And they have these, well, if you look at the video, I didn't buy them yet. I don't know if I will, because I want to make sure I'm going to use them. They had some succulents out of paper, and that was pretty. And this was $4.49, and now look at that price. Yeah. So these are miniature cards with envelopes. And this was cute with the case. And I'm just saying, we can all make this. But these papers were cute. That's why I bought this. I'm going to let you see them again. But this wasn't the only one. They have several. But this is the only one I bought. But if you look at the video, you'll see the others. Now, I did buy this. They're saying it's for dot art. Now, that wasn't what I was thinking. But it was $4.49. Now it's $2.24. But they do have this daughter there that has the two sizes tips. Let me see it. It's trying to hide out in the back. But I was looking at these. Well, they're saying acrylic sticks. And I was looking at them as rollers for clay. And they have these two miniatures. So, hand wash only. 8 acrylic sticks. And then a stop. And then I always get these embossed in ink pads whenever I can. This is 62 cents, and it was $2.49. So this was really like 75% off, right? Yeah. So You know, I'm always thinking I'm embossing stuff. I never emboss stuff. But I'm ready. I like the idea of it. It's just I keep saying I need to make time, make time, make time to do all the things that I want. But I have a lot of things that I want, and I do. So I make time, and then I get my stuff. These are receipts that I should scan into Fetch that did not get put there. All right, so in the origami side, I showed you all in a video if you watched it that they have some origami stuff. Well, I didn't want to get everything, but this color your own origami, and then you're making it. It comes with markers. They say you can tear out, color, and fold. And it comes with 12 markers, 13 origami designs, and 48 sheets of pattern paper. So this is a really good kit that was $7.99, and now it's $3.99. If you love origami, this is great for you. If you've never tried it but you thought you wanted to or didn't know about it and you just all of a sudden want to try it, it's a good kit. And let's just open it and look at some things. Yeah. Okay. So, ta-da. We see the 12 markers. We saw pure origami designs. Okay. Yeah, I was like, okay, where's my paper? Okay, so we saw the 12 markers. These are the things you're going to make. They're going to give you instructions, but they show you how to make a fish, 6-point star, twist box, butterfly. Yeah, I don't know why all of a sudden I wanted to do that. Probably because I looked at my YouTube page and I saw that short for those comic book Krispy Kremes that I put up there. But these are the pages that you're going to color and design with. And the good thing about this is almost like, you know how we got all these adult coloring books? So this gives you the adult coloring book, and then you get to design using your origami. Alright? Alright. So, now you know how it's set up in the box. You know, do I want that? Yes or no? Okay. I got this book I'm going to show y'all. Because all of these books, those coloring books that's at the back by the discount stuff, and most of the stores, because I go to a lot of stores and that's where they are, they're on sale. Alright? So I got this one. And a lot of times I don't get the book. Okay, so this was on sale. Now a lot of this stuff was at I went to several stores, but I think I went to the Trustful store, and I went to Homewood. Yeah, that's why I got the sales. I just went there, and I'm still mad at myself for missing my doctor's appointment. I miscalculated how long it would take me to get from work to the doctor's office, and I included enough time to try to go get that shoe, but I didn't because it wasn't there. Somebody got them. And they had a bunch of them. They had a bunch of stuff. I think they may have taken a lot of stuff in the back or something because it wasn't in discount, and they should have had a little bit more. They had a few of those paintings that you can do, you know, on the black with the tracing, the dogs and all that stuff, but none of the shoes and none of that other origami stuff. I mean, not origami. I'm just saying about that. I meant the diamond dots. Okay, so I like this. This is a candle container. I didn't get them the last time when they were on sale, but this was $18.99. The other ones are aluminum. I like this black. I don't even know what to tell you. I don't know. And I got the, in case you didn't know, channel. Okay. I know somewhere in the recesses of my mind, but right now I can't think of it to tell you how they did this black. But I like it. And it came with this container and that container. Okay, I'm getting ready to tell you what I should have suspected was in here, and I looked and most of it was there, so it was good enough for me. And the reason why I got it. So it's a candle maker starters kit, and it will have you making candles in no time. Contains everything you need to make 2 luxury metal tin candles. So it's ready, set, prep. Clean your workspace and gather all your materials. What this kit comes with is two 10 metal containers. And I'm trying to decide if I like metal containers, but this would be good for a person like me who's bad with candles. Meaning, I almost burned my house down with the candle. I left it on the jewelry box. They said it was a forever candle. I lit it. I should have put a container on it. I didn't have one at the time. I could have got a plate or something. I didn't because it said it was forever. I lit it. I wasn't intending to go to sleep. Who does that? But I did because I was working hard at that time at the job I was working at. I was working 6 days a week, 10 hours a day, rotating days. So sometimes I didn't even know the days I was off. So anyway, I ended up falling asleep, probably reading, watching a little TV. Woke up, that candle had burned a hole in the side, and the wick was getting ready to slide out with the candle still lit. And in my dream, before I woke up, I dreamed my whole bedroom was on fire. And yes, the Lord woke me up, and I was able to stop it. And so I still like candles in my house. Like I light them in the fireplace. Like over there, I have candles for my wedding, and I light them sometimes. But most of the time, my husband lights them, and I bought these cases from Hobby Lobby. I've shown them in other videos where they have those things like lantern holders. When I buy those, I buy them and I put candles in there, and they're on my husband's side of the bed, and he watches them. I stay away from candles. So what else this comes with is natural wax. It comes with a fragrance oil. Now, I did not see that in the container, but it did come with, these new age wicks. And it came with two of those. And the clips. This is what their clips look like. And it says stickers. Oh, they're here. And it said labels and a mixing stick. And I did see the mixing stick. These are the labels, which probably is telling you don't do like Catherine did. That's all they need to say. Always burn a candle within sight and away from drafts and things that can catch fire. Keep away from children and pets. They tell you to trim the wick to 3/16 inch before lighting every time. I probably didn't do that. Keep wax pooled free from debris. Do that because that's disgusting. And do not burn longer than 4 hours. Stop burning when half of an inch of melted wax remains. So, yeah, they probably should say, do not do what Catherine did, and you'll live, and you'll also enjoy your candle life. Like my oldest sister, she gave my oldest daughter, some candles. But I told her not in this house. She's too young. She's too junky, unresponsible. She's not burning those. So I would bring them over to my husband. And I did make some candles, and he told me, okay, that's great, Catherine. You're doing a great job with Cat. That's what he called it. And he said, but next time, put me some fragrance. And as you see, I didn't have fragrance in that. Okay, so let me tell you about this. This is some leather. It's $2.49 now. It was $4.99, but I'm buying this as an inlay. Yeah, I know I go to Tandy sometimes and do stuff. And I got a project right over, I think it's over there. But I want to work on it, so I'm not going to show it to you yet. Love peacocks. Sometimes I watch the videos, and I tell y'all, does it look like, if y'all ever watch them open up the feathers, does it look like they're almost straining sometimes? And I was like, that could be a lot of work. But those guys are so pretty, because the ladies don't have the feathers. The guys have them. Because y'all know otherwise, those ladies don't want to come and get, hit on by no male peacock. Anyway, we ain't gonna, you know. Okay, $2.99 and it's now $74 for this screen. That's a stencil, but I want to say silk screen, but it probably really is a stencil because it doesn't have a screen. But I mean, how many bags can you make and put this print on it? I mean, even a printed bag, you could put this on top of it and put it in black or white, like if you're doing a quilted bag or a quilt block. Yeah, the things we can do. Okay, look at that one. That's a separate flower. That's a separate flower. This can be a flower. This leaves. Look, you can put any of these leaves. And even that one doesn't have a stem attached, but how easy it is to transfer that. I got it because I thought that's a great idea. Y'all don't keep double checking my tools, but every time I see these, I'm always going to buy them. I'm just going to tell you, I'm always going to buy them if they're 99 cents. And it was $3.99. This is 405 too. This is um, from the bag kits. Okay. And then this stylus, same people, $4.99, but it's the same color as my scanning cut. I didn't work for purple, but I got my school colors. Bama Crimson Tide. Roll Tide. Yep. So my daughter's going to the school that my youngest and I graduated from. I think this is cake decorating, and I know I do have that pan there to make those chocolates. Yeah, that's what it looks like down there. And yeah, I complained about it, but I am gonna go get those little cake things from Ollie's where you can do the 6-inch and 8-inch cakes. And look at that, how cute is that, And you're saying, well, where did they, where did they get that design? Yeah, I'm not saying this is food grade safe, but I'm not saying it's not. Okay? I'm just saying. But if you use it for food, don't use it for your clothes. All right. And I got this because I do have these Xylon cutters. I do have one like that. Mine is the purple. And then I have that one. And I usually put it out when I'm working, doing my Anna Griffin stuff, where she does the classes. Okay, sometimes I remember. And then I got this one. And I got it because it makes a big cookie. And you can do smaller ones with it, but it makes a big cookie. And it's 62 cents, but it was $2.49. And do y'all remember the lady that she said her husband was supposed to try to eat better? So she said, okay, I'm going to eat one cookie a day. And instead of getting a basic size cookie, she started making these big cookies. It may have been bigger than that, but they sell them at the gas station. And so it was funny, and she ended up making money because people started ordering her big cookies. Okay, y'all. So my husband is old enough to remember pinball machines. And so this says it's for 6 to 12 plus. But 6 to 12 plus, never heard of this. But it might be something to reinvent. Now, I've done a few because they had them at the arcade. But remember, we used to go to the arcade. So my husband, he's just a little bit older than me. So anyway, this is a STEM experiment kit to try to get those children back into that maybe. But I'm going to ask my husband if he wants it. And we'll have to put it together. Meaning Cat have to put it together. It was $14.49 when it was $28.99. And I gotta get that gumball machine because I was thinking I would put it in. Maybe my oldest daughter might want to take it to school and put it on her in her stuff. And maybe when she have guests, they'll play with it. Yeah, guess what? Okay, so it's not only a pinball machine, it's a gumball inside the pinball. So you get a treat, and it comes with the gumballs. So she may not, she could take this. They can play with it. It's a gumball. So it's Tasty Labs. So it's part of the quality food, Tasty Labs. So they can learn and enjoy a treat. Oh, look at there. Okay. So before you go, this is a happy flower painting for beginners. It's a beginner-friendly guide for budding artists. But when they said budding, they don't necessarily mean children. It's $5.99. Did I say that? And it was $11.99. Budding could mean an adult. And just to give you a sample, you're starting with the dot. Well, she probably should have went with just the shape of the flower, one petal for some beginners, and then adding that, and then doing the 4. Okay, maybe Catherine, maybe we're not drawing, maybe we're doing just the painting. So, because you would start with like a little light sketch with one of your pencils. We have different pencils to give different shades of grayness to get a space started. But anyway, here, look at this. So she did do the one leaf, then added the others. So yeah, I can't continue because I don't want Bethany Joy Art to get me for copyright infringement. Hopefully I didn't do too much, but I kind of wanted to just let you all see. Like, she got a vase, then she went right into that flower. But some people need a little more help getting from 1 to 2. See, like here, she did do the light heart. Can you see? So you can kind of keep them there in that shape. It's so light, and that's what you're kind of supposed to do. I don't know. Maybe I need to do a Catherine Craig's beginner art class. That's what that sounded like. Because I cannot tell Bethany Joy what to do in her book. So yeah, gotta scan these into Fetch. And y'all, you saw all the bags, so you know what that means. Ollie Home and Ross and Home Goods and TJ Maxx, some may be combined, but ta-da! And please subscribe, like, tell me what you liked, and tell me your channel name so I can go and subscribe and watch, because I watch everybody. Bye. I didn't do a thumbnail. Let me do a thumbnail. Ay, ay, ay. Wait, let me get me over here to the light so y'all can see me. Because I know I am dark skinned.